I am now at the end of Klinger Street, and what you see behind me is the path one would take to reach not only the dam, but also the lighthouse of S.Nicolo. But this way will not only take you there, but also allow you to see a whole itinerary, especially historical and military. Perhaps you remember what I said earlier about the countless German bunkers of World War II. Well, most of them are here, and we are about to see them. Here on my right instead, you can see the airport's runway, but we'll be seeing it soon enough. On my left instead is an oasis for local wildlife, especially dedicated to the preservation of the fratino, which is this little guy. In fact, this is a place not only with an ample wildlife, but also with an interesting flora, including a lot of wild blackberries, which I love. In 1943, Italy switched sides and found itself at war against Germany. Spoiler alert, no matter the memes, we did not switch sides in World War I as well. Because of this, from 1943 to 1945, Organisation Todt built the fortifications here on the Lido. The organization was founded by a distinguished gentleman whose name means death, and he built bunkers to keep the soldiers safe. Would you look at the irony? German engineering or not, it is undeniable how well preserved they are, even though being almost completely abandoned. There were more originally, but some were demolished after the war, or used as warehouse for restaurants, which is a noble purpose if you ask me. But are we really talking about the bunkers of the Lido without mentioning their battle experience? Yes. Yes, we are. None of this fortification was ever used in battle, most likely because the Allies would have never landed on the Lido of Venice, since, let's be honest, would have had little to no purpose whatsoever. The lighthouse. Difficult to guess, eh? Getting here makes for a lovely bike ride, or even just a running track, especially if you value a nice scenario all around you while making physical activity. While it is not easy to notice, for most of its history it has been very tricky to navigate through the port entrance of the Lido, as these waters aren't very deep and the sandbanks change shape and position almost continuously. Sailing right here would have taken a very experienced sailor and an even better captain, or better yet, a local helmsman. In fact, for a very long time it had been mandatory for arriving ships to welcome a pilot on board, a mariner with a specific knowledge of these tricky waters who would have led the ship himself. It's not difficult to understand why Venice would do such a thing. What if a foreign ship tried to enter but then remained blocked in the sand and blocked the entrance of the port? Perhaps even blocking it. It would have been a disaster for the trade and penalized local ships, so Venice didn't want to take any chance. And just like that, I think it's time to go have a look at the last major attractive of S.Nicolo.